Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are in beautiful Sun Valley, Idaho on a week-long vacation, and you guys just got to check out this view. It's absolutely insane. There's absolutely no better way to start off your morning than a walk here. You can get easy 10,000 steps, get beautiful views like this, and it's not too hot out yet because the sun's still coming up, so it is just the perfect time. We have the gondolas over there. I did a hike a mile up the mountain yesterday with some 8-pound weights in my hands. So that was pretty tough, but worth it. Didn't want to film it because I had my hands full the whole time. So as I said, I'm here for a week, and we're going to be doing a ton of outdoor activities, river rafting, some golfing, hiking obviously, and eating some great food. This is the entrance to the mountain right here. As you can see, the gondolas go straight up. There's like a little place to eat halfway up. And there's also a ton of hiking trails. So this is a really great spot, but it's super tough because of the elevation and obviously the really steep incline. Yeah, this water is moving pretty quick and it is freezing. So this is the base of Bald Mountain. We have the gondolas right there again, and we have the trail I took yesterday to go a mile up the mountain. I'm debating on doing it again right now. Only issue is it's so slippery on the way down that I don't want to drop the camera, but it would be pretty insane to film this. So my initial plan was just to show you guys around Sun Valley a little bit right now, just a morning walk, but I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna go to the base of the mountain, show you guys what that looks like. And then to myself, I'm like, what do I not want to do, but I know I should do? And that's hike back up part of the mountain. So I'm taking you guys up the mountain with me. No weights today, but the views are pretty insane, so I feel like it's worth it. And got to get those steps in, and these are some very difficult steps. I'll show you guys the incline right now. Not too bad to start, but the bad news is, or good news depending on how you look at it, it only gets worse. As I've mentioned in previous videos, the greater the pain, the greater the pleasure. This is a change in my mindset where now I'm doing things I normally wouldn't do, such as hiking in the morning back up the mountain. The incline's insane, so it's hard to catch your breath as well as the altitude, but man, is it beautiful. Just insane. Got a long way to go though. I wanted to touch on one of the ways that I don't get cramps, and that's rhythmic breathing, where I do like 2 seconds in, 2 seconds out, and I'm definitely breathing harder than normal because of the altitude of the incline. Making some progress. Made it to a chairlift. Means we're almost to the 1 mile mark. Pretty insane view behind me. Oh man, the shade feels so good. Feeling good so far. Much easier than yesterday because I don't have 16 pounds in my hands, so the small camera is way easier. The 1 mile mark is right at there at that white sign, so we're so close. And just like that, 1 mile up the mountain. So this is my turning point for today. I'm pretty high up, but this view makes it worth it. So this just goes to show how, I wasn't even thinking of coming up here. I put limitations on my mind saying I have a camera that's too risky, whatever. I don't want to drop it. But I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'll be careful. I want to get the steps in. I want the challenge, both physically and mentally. And now I'm way up here in the mountains. I have this insane view, and it was all worth it. And it just shows you that once you push past those mental limits in your head, those barriers, great things come from it. I just got a great workout that I didn't even plan on getting today. So this just goes to show, guys, wherever your mind stops you, push a little bit past it. It's going to change everything. I wish I could go faster, but this is about as fast as I can go based on how slippery it is. So it's going to be a nice and slow way down the mountain for now. But the good news is, since it's all downhill now, I actually can catch my breath and talk without heavily breathing or focusing on breathing. And I tried to explain it as I was walking up. We'll see how it turned out, but the importance of rhythmic breathing is so vital for good cardio and for you to be able to sustain, the high endurance for a long period of time, because if you don't take a lot of oxygen in and then release all the excess air, It's going to give you cramps. You're just not going to feel as good. And you know, when you're doing strenuous exercise, your body needs as much oxygen as possible. So focus on your breathing. If I could give one piece of advice for cardio, breathing is everything. If you're able to wake up every day and conquer your mind and push past the limits that you set for yourself, even just doing one thing a day, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's slippery. What I was saying is, if you can just wake up every day, do one thing that's not on your agenda, something that you don't want to do, and you push past the mental barrier, each day is going to feel like you accomplished something great, and it's going to compound over your life and basically push you to be better each day. And eventually you're going to do so many great things that greatness is just normal for you. Quick update on the Strava as well. We're at 1.83 miles, just over 40 minutes, average speed 1.6. Unfortunately, I can't go that fast because it's so slippery, but doing good. So I've been coming to Sun Valley for over 10 years now. I have some family who got a place here a little over 10 years ago, and we've been coming every year. In the winter, we love to go skiing here, and in the summer, we love to do everything outdoors possible. And I'll give you guys a tour of their place later in the video. It's definitely one of my favorite places to come vacation because it's so beautiful here, and I personally love being outdoors, whether it's in the water or just, you know, hiking, being on the mountainside, whatever. It's just, I find so much peace in being outside, so this is a perfect vacation for me. So I don't always have the luxury of doing this, but since I'm on a week vacation right now, I am doing fasted cardio, which has been super great. I just feel much lighter, and I don't feel like I'm, you know, carrying as much weight per se, because once you eat a meal and you're digesting it, you just feel heavier. Normally when I do cardio, I'll usually eat in the morning for breakfast, have a small protein bar midday, and then I'll basically not eat anything until I do my actual workout, lift weights, do the cardio, and then I'll eat a big meal after. And I feel really good doing that, but honestly, I feel even better doing this. I love fasted cardio, and it kind of makes you feel like you earn your first meal. We're almost to the bottom of the mountain now. You can kind of see where we started. I use times like this to be super thankful and just look back on everything that I've done so far, and also everything that I want to achieve, and use this as continued motivation to work harder and keep pushing towards my goals, because I want to live a life where I can come here whenever I want. So this is definitely the goal for me. Basically down the mountain now. Until next time. I think perspective is super important for people to think about and understand, because if you see something nice or you do a nice experience, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm just going to live in the moment and enjoy this. I challenge you guys to think a step further and be like, if I want this to be my regular lifestyle, what are the steps that I need to take to get closer to achieving this goal and get on the path to achieving these things? Don't just think about it, but actually do the things that are required. And you'll get closer as you continue to pursue your goals. But I think it's super important to point out the fact that when some people see nice things, they get jealous, envious, whatever. Use it as inspiration. If you see something that you want and you don't have it, be grateful that you got to experience it, or even just see it, and then push yourself to get closer to being the person in that position. And the way I look at it, you're either quitting or you're trying, so there's nothing in between. There's no point of not trying, even if it doesn't feel like you're making progress, whether it's a bad workout or a bad day trying to achieve business goals. You made progress and you learned something, and that's what truly matters. Something that's been really tough for me to accept is that not everyone has as big of goals as you do. And what that means is that not everyone is as focused as you are. So it may seem like you're being selfish sometimes, but you actually have to be to achieve your goals. Happiness for me is being able to be free. And what that means to me is having places to live all throughout the world, being able to travel and work wherever I want on my own schedule. Whereas people I know are also just able to be just as happy being able to just drink on the weekends, work a 9 to 5, and live a steady life from there. But to me, that's the definition of failure, and that's like the worst nightmare for me. So it's really tough in that sense, because everyone sees life through a different lens, and especially if you don't see it through a similar lens as other people, you may seem crazy to them. But that's actually necessary, because you need to surround yourself with the right people who see things in a way that you do, so you guys can work together to achieve your goals. And when you tell people the goals that you have, and when they have goals that are nowhere near as big, you honestly seem kind of unrealistic and crazy. And that's kind of tough, because to you it seems possible, but to them it seems like a distant reality where maybe in a dream world you achieve these things. So it's definitely important to trust your own self and push yourself towards those goals no matter what other people think, because if they can't see it, they won't even be able to believe it. But if you can see it, you have to believe it. The metaphor that I like to use is that everyone starts life out with a pair of glasses, and everyone's glasses are different. You can't see as good with some people's glasses. You can't see as far and as vivid detail with some people's glasses. And if you try to explain your goals, your dreams, your ambitions to someone with the glasses that don't work the same as yours, or can't see as far or as clearly, they're not going to be able to even see or comprehend what you're talking about, which is why you have to trust your own vision, because you're the one with your own pair of glasses and you can see your goals clearly, whereas they may not even know what you're talking about. And let me know if any of you guys can relate to this concept, because when I've tried to explain some of my goals to people, they're like, oh, don't be ridiculous, or that's unachievable. But it's like, if every great person thought like that, we would not have any greatness, because they wouldn't be able to achieve their goals. So let me know if any of you guys have experienced this when you guys have talked about your goals and tried to show other people the visions that you guys have, and they just don't understand it or don't even think it's possible. I've also kind of given up on trying to further explain it to people. No matter how hard you try to explain your goals to some people, they just don't see it. So you just have to put your head down and let the work speak for itself. Coming to the end of the walk here, we're just over 3 miles, 3.1 mile per hour speed average, just over an hour. Now it's time to make some breakfast. All right, breakfast is all made. Now it's time to enjoy it. So we have 5 pasture-raised eggs with some pico de gallo, as well as some watermelon and some frozen bananas. I'm hungry. Let's eat. Just finished breakfast, and now I just got to the gym. Gonna hit a quick workout before lunch. nice little bicep and leg workouts all done. Now it's time to eat lunch.
That's if I wanted to.
And so you just end up playing a lot of Wi-Fi.
I'm sure.
Do you have your phone on your?
You got a bunch of purple balls right there.
God, good.
Don't need to warm up anymore. You said anything else, I'd be upset.
Yeah, that's okay. 2-1. Let's go. You know what I mean? Especially watching you.
I'm definitely not making all these first try, but that one was actually first try. So that was a crazy first shot right there. I cannot believe that one went in.
And you're up.
So I just finished up some putting. It actually went way better than I thought it would. I haven't touched a golf club in over a year because I had a pretty bad wrist injury. So I wanted to take it light today, just do some putting and see where I'm at. And I made a few first try and feel pretty good overall. So let's get some dinner now. So I just finished morning cardio. I took 16 pounds up Bald Mountain today. And here are the stats on Strava. So we have 3.2 miles. We have 903 feet of elevation gain. Moving time was just under an hour, so pretty good there. And then lastly, we have almost 7,000 steps. So definitely a great way to start off the morning. And let's just say I am starving, so it's time to make some breakfast. And just like that, breakfast is all done, and now I'm heading to the gym. It's a big chest day. Alright, so I just finished breakfast and now I'm at the gym. I'm going to hit a quick tricep and shoulder workout. And unfortunately, yesterday I wasn't able to film the river rafting because my GoPro batteries were corroded, which is pretty tragic, but we had a great time. And today we're going to the lake, so I'll film some stuff there. So stay tuned for that and let's hit a quick workout. Just finished working out and now we're going to head over to the lake. so it's the next day now. I just finished doing a 3.26 mile hike up the mountain with 16 pounds. It was my last time going up Bald Mountain. It was really tough, but definitely worth it, and I'm happy I was able to do it 4 times during this trip. Now I'm gonna head to the gym to hit a quick back workout. Just finished working out. I think we're gonna chill for a bit and then head to dinner. And just like that, it's our last day here in Sun Valley. I'm gonna hit a quick bicep and leg workout. I just finished working out, and now we're gonna head over to the Sun Valley Gun Club to do some trap shooting before we head out.
Bang. Pull. Pull.
Just finished trap shooting. I shot 20 for 25, so I feel pretty good about that. And now we're gonna head to breakfast. So we just made it back home. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I will be responding to every single comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.